Hi, everyone. Welcome to Glamma'z Closet. Hi, happy Tuesday. Everyone with me is Allie Dell tonight is my special guest.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, say hi. So we'll say hi and let people join the chat for a few minutes. It looks like my security team is here and in place. So there's Chloe and hi, Chloe, and Ryan. Hi, Ryan. And let's see who else. Oh, Aunt Boo is here too. So me, Chloe, Ryan, Aunt Boo, Veronica Midkay. Ronnie's here. Yay.
Yeah, this is like all my favorite people.
I know, right? This is like our little private party. And if you don't know Allie Dell, this is Allie Dell. Hi, Dodo. How you doing, baby? This is Ali Dell. I always have trouble figuring out where
you point the opposite
on the thing.
You
And
point the
Patrick
opposite.
Murphy's here. Woo, doggy. Hey, Patrick Murphy. Looking good, babes. Aw, you look good, babes. Kristen, hi. Hi, welcome. Kristen is Aisha Dancer. Yeah. Shana sha, shana sha. Look at Allie being a pro already. Yeah, Allie is a pro already.
I am not a pro.
You're so a pro. You're so pro.
No. No, I could
Jewelry,
never.
etc. Hello, welcome. Hi. Hi, welcome. There's Janet and Bryn. Hi, Janet and Bryn. The Happy Hour Haulers are the Bryn Diaz channel. They changed the name to Happy Hour Haulers. So that's Janet Adams and Bryn Diaz. Zoe, where's Zoe? Oh, Zoe is jewelry, etc. Okay. Zoe, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. And there's another Zoe, Zoe Chat. I'm psyched for this live. Thank you.
I am psyched for this live as well.
I honestly am, because I've been doing retail arbitrage, a whole series this month, and I did it with all the hard goods guys. So I did a retail arbitrage with Tommy from Buffalo Pickers.
Love him.
And he does really, I mean, he does like big volume stuff, right? He has like a warehouse. Yeah.
He does a lot. What he sells gives me a little bit of like, I got to run to the bathroom real quick and take care of business, because what he does is scary.
He does scary. He'll buy like $5,000 at a time. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
I'm like, me with my, should I pay up to $20 for this again?
Let me check my bank account.
Right. Like, yeah.
No, he does a lot. It's pretty cool to watch.
Hey, Horizon. What's going on, Roy?
There's Roy.
Oh, Zoe, I'm so sorry. Laura is jewelry, etc. Laura, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know what happens when you turn 50? And so I hear, I'm still 29, but I hear that when you turn 50, the first thing to go is your memory. And there was something else, but I forget.
Well, I feel like it's already going.
Shay, hi, MD Picker. How you doing? And then the second person that we had on was Johnny, and Johnny does it a little bit differently. He and his friend, he's best buddies with a guy named Clarence. He loves a Clarence section.
I love the Clarence.
But he does hard goods and soft goods. But when he does the hard goods, he buys like all brand new, and he gets things on clearance and then flips them, or will hold on to them. And the thing is that it's interesting. It's good information in general. But I was really curious about how you do that from a clothing perspective. And I'm like, Allie Dell does this. I know Allie does.
I do.
So I'm like, this is freaking awesome. I can absolutely grab some good information from Allie Dell.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate your time tonight. I know it's
Anything for you. Anything for you.
Aww.
It's all right. We're surviving. There's lots of beverages here.
Good. It's important to have as many beverages as possible. Taco Bell also sells water.
For how much? $0? So you can sell it for like 50 cents. See, you're reselling water now.
I could resell water. I could resell this water right now.
You could.
Yeah. I'd probably get, nothing for it. Yeah. Unless my dogs have money, and then we're talking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if Grandpa gave the dogs a little bit of spending cash, now we're in business. No, I had to send them outside. They were being so god awful loud today. It was so awful.
Just open the bathroom door so they can drink where they want.
You know what? I should, but they would go to this one right behind me, and this is what you'd hear. The whole interview would be like slurp, slurp, slurp.
I would think it was. I would like it, but.
Oh, Laura, thank you so much. My earrings actually were from my earrings were actually from part of a jewelry jar that I got. And I was like, nope, keeping those. Cause you always have to, you have to cherry pick a little bit and go, okay, I really like this and I'm going to catch and release it. So yeah.
Oh, Kristen, I ate ice cream out of the container this afternoon because I just could.
Oh man, now I want ice cream. Mm-hmm. I want what's your favorite ice cream?
Do I have to pick? I don't know.
If you have to pick.
Really, I like them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I could eat any ice cream.
Yeah, me too. I'm a big ice cream and ice cream accessories. Okay, I'm going to do this so that we can highlight a few chats. Aisha, drinking water, but ice cream is in the freezer, so it's all about balance. It really is. It really is. Yes, Aunt Boo, my dogs are ridiculous things. They're like, bruh, 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 bruh. Laura catches and releases a lot of items, release them into my jewelry box. I do the same, Laura. I'm like, I've got this jewelry jar. I just got a jewelry jar. And
what is a jewelry jar?
3 pieces. Oh, God, you have to see this. Okay.
I feel like I need to see this because.
Yeah, so these you can get these from the Goodwill, Salvation Army, a lot of thrift stores.
Mm-hmm.
And they range anywhere from, typically the smaller ones are 20 and then they go up all the way up to 50 or 60. Just depending on, what you get. Maggie Doodle, hi, baby girl. Hello. So you get them and then you pull out the jewelry that you want to sell and you can get rid of the other stuff. And even if there's some stuff that's broken or something, you can do a craft lot.
Well, I mean, my entire wedding bouquet was all jewelry and brooches and I made it myself. So to find them cheap, you could totally lot them up. Somebody will want it for sure.
You do a $10, $15 craft lot and, it's a great way to resell jewelry and also to be able to, cherry pick things for yourself.
Always like things for me.
Let's see. Card Shop. He likes almost all of the ice creams. I think we're all kind of on that page with you, Card Shop. That is Ryan, by the way.
I have met Ryan. He's very nice.
Oh, Maggie Doodle. Is Maggie Doodle's hair not sublime? It is absolutely wonderful. Mm-hmm. Cranberry booze, seltzer, and eating peanut butter pretzels, trying to decide what's for dinner. That sounds like dinner to me, girl.
Yeah, just continue on.
Right? Jewelry bouquet, fabulous, and brooch bouquets are beautiful. You're getting compliments on those already.
It was really fun to make.
Dawn, hi, welcome to the chat, sweetie.
It's fun.
Okay, so we are let's jump into it a little bit with Allie. If you could just give us a little bit of background on who is Ali Dell, so everybody knows who you are.
Some total weirdo. No,
yeah, she is a total weirdo. No, that's me. I'm sorry.
I am 40 and I am a full-time hairstylist, not so much anymore since the pandemic. I'm a mom. I'm a pug mom. If any of you have ever seen my avatar, it's a pug. It's the one I have now. Her name is Cookie Dough and I love her.
Cookie Dough. I love
it. Almost 2 years now. I guess the very end of May, it'll be 2 years from the first listing I ever put on Poshmark. And it's really a lot of fun. You kind of get addicted. If you like gambling, it's a way to stay out of trouble, especially when I was at home. So that was fun. But yeah, I live right outside of Philadelphia in South Jersey. My new neighbor, my lovely Veronica, who I love more than life itself, is here now. And that's pretty much where I'm at. Yeah. I sell on Poshmark and eBay. No, I tried Mercari. We didn't have a good first date. So I went to the bathroom and never came back.
I left to get a pack of cigarettes and I was just like, bye, Mercari, sorry. Oh my God. Hi, Raquel. How you doing? Hello in Oakland. I think our friend Kimberly Chaos, Chloe, is also from California. So she's on Pacific time with you. And Aunt Boo loves the name Cookie Dough.
Oh, you know, I cheated. I stole it. I went to the dog show in Pennsylvania, the one you see on like Thanksgiving after the Macy's parade.
Uh-huh.
We went one year and it was like, if you're in the market for a puppy or a dog breed, that's the place to go. It's like the car show. It was great. Get to pet all the dogs, see all the breeds, and they give you a book of like all the breeders, and somebody named their pug in the show Cookie Dough. And I was like, I am stealing that.
You're like, I'm totally stealing that. It's like
That's my
stealing
next
a
one.
baby
Yeah.
name. Just
Right.
don't let them know that you did that.
Yeah. I can't say I made it up, but you know, she's totally a Cookie Dough. She's wild. She's out of her mind.
Thank you for the lovely compliment, Horizon. He said, hashtag lovely New Jersey. Allie flipped asked me, where is Allie's child?
Joe is in the room right now with her dad and Cookie Dough, and they're all trying to be very quiet in this chicken nugget sized house we live in right now. So
That's a toughie. So you are full time. Would you consider yourself a full time or part time reseller now?
I mean, I consider myself probably full-time just because we put full-time hours into this. This is a 7-day-a-week job. The first thing I do when I wake up is I pick up my phone, and the last thing I do when I go to bed is I pick up my phone. And in the middle of the night when I roll over, I pick up my phone and I look at it. Yeah. So I mean, this is full-time. I think it's really kind of hard to say you're part-time and be doing part-time hours. I think almost everybody I know is putting in some time doing this.
Yeah.
So I would say I'm full-time. I'm really like part-time hairstylist at this point.
Part-time hairstylist, full-time reseller. Does your husband, you mentioned your husband, does your husband work in the business with you?
He helps a lot. So yeah, I call him like my business partner, but he steams all of my clothing for me. He picks up packages for me. He goes to the post office for me. He does all of my expenses and all of my receipts, because if you don't know anything about me, I take that little thing that's made of plastic and I won't know what I spent. So he kind of keeps me in line.
I'm not sure I like the keep me in line part, but I do like the idea of my husband steaming things. So
Oh yeah, cleans all the shoes. I don't clean shoes.
Oh, I love that. Oh, you're so spoiled.
Yeah, I am. He just likes money. So he's probably like, he's that guy that's like, hey, I found this shirt for $2. And I'm like, cool, because I spent the other 98 on some things for me.
Right.
So, yeah, like if there's like somebody here making money for stuff, he's in. So that was like a part-time job for him. He wraps my orders now. He's been doing all of my packaging and shipping for me now. He took over that.
So all you have to do is pick stuff out, it sounds like.
Yeah, I process it. I picture it. I inventory everything. I keep up to date my Excel spreadsheet. But yes, I am very lucky, and he helps me a lot.
That's lovely. I love that.
Yes.
Hi, Danny B. Hi, welcome. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
He said, reseller minion for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Gary said, oh my God, same, Allie. Ugh, spoiled.
Yeah. I don't deserve him.
Zoe, they don't come with guarantees. Mine doesn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So can you talk a little bit about how you got into reselling? How did that start?
So weird. So in that May, of all things, my sister's dog was going to have to be put to sleep. She was dying from liver failure.
Oh.
We were going to go over her house the following day and watch her boys for her while they took the dog to be put down at the vet's office. So she asked me the night before, can you print out these labels? And I said, okay. So I print them out and I see that they're Poshmark labels. And I said, you sell stuff on Poshmark? And she goes, oh yeah, I sell everything on Poshmark. And I said, oh, really? So I started looking into it. And I was like, you know what? We were all sitting home with not working then. Right. So I was like, I'll sell some of my stuff. Okay. And I'll sell some of my daughter's stuff. And that's how I started. And then, you start looking on YouTube for how do I do this? How do you ship? How do you do this? And you find out there's people buying things to resell. And so I was like, oh, yeah, okay. I can do this. This doesn't look too complicated, but I mean, everything's like a learning curve when you do it. But
Yeah, it's nobody realizes how much work goes in the back room.
yeah, everyone thinks it's like you just sit back
Yeah,
and you're,
there it is.
yeah, like that, throw the shirt on the floor, take a picture of it, and sit on the couch and eat your bonbons and watch your shows and your Netflix and let like the cha-chings roll in. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people are always surprised at the amount of work that I actually do behind the scenes for YouTube, for Poshmark, for eBay. Do you sell on eBay too?
Yes, I've been selling on eBay for almost a year now, but I don't put everything on eBay. eBay is still like an enigma. It is like the Matrix. And
That's for
I
me.
I go in there and I'm just like, whoa, where am I? And I don't understand anything. And it's I don't like the returns. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. I the returns thing.
I don't like their return policy either. It feels like their return policy is almost way too liberal for me.
Way
Like
too.
they're like, oh sure, oh you don't like that color, go ahead and return it. And I'm like, Poshmark wouldn't do me like that.
Yeah, no.
No, you pick
Poshmark is
the
so much
picture,
better.
honey.
No,
Yeah.
when you're selling things that are new with tag or that are very high dollar value, like I don't really want you borrowing it. Like, sorry, I don't. So I don't even put those things on eBay.
Yeah. Chloe said, my friends are always shocked at how much work I put in. LOL. They expect me to be eating my bonbons and hearing cha-ching.
Mhm.
Honestly, it's really, really true. Yeah, bonbons and cha-ching. I wish. Me too, honey. Me too, Ronnie.
Mhm. That's next lifetime.
That is next lifetime. So in when most of us start off on reselling, we do like secondhand things. We do things that are found around the house. Did you start with retail arbitrage right from the start? And can you just tell everybody what retail arbitrage is?
Okay, so there's retail arbitrage, and then there's people call online arbitrage different than retail arbitrage. Really, it's all the same thing to me, I feel like, unless you're sourcing off of like Poshmark or the Real Real, which people do. Retail arbitrage, you go into any store, brick and mortar or online store, in my opinion, and you buy something and then you turn around and flip it for a profit. And it's really fun because it's like gambling, which I like,
Me too.
which I also like. So, yeah, but there's a lot more money that goes into that. So it's a much bigger risk, where it feels like a much bigger risk. I shouldn't even say it's a much bigger risk. It feels like a bigger risk when you're buying something at a store as opposed to going into a thrift store and spending the same dollar amount but getting way more items. It just, that one item feels like such a big risk compared
Yeah.
to 20 pairs of dollar items, or it just does. So I think that's what freaks people out. But it's all you're comfortable. You have to be comfortable. You don't do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. So
So
I was comfortable from like the beginning.
you're like, yeah, I'm good with that.
Well,
Let's
I
do
was
it.
the village idiot. I mean, I think you have a little bit of that, like, oh, I got this. So, and then, you get on I rode that train real hard. I was in the first seat in the first car on the free people train. Yeah, that train that we all get on when we
Yeah.
start. And I
Yeah.
bought so much. I still have a lot of it. Free people stuff
Oh,
that I can't move to save my life. Jack and Ryan, if you would like it, feel free to make me an offer on any of it because you sell
right.
nothing. But,
Jack, Ryan, can you hear me?
if
Can you hear
you're
me, Glamma'z?
listening, feel
Listen
free.
for your glamour.
But
We've got our sales for you.
yeah, I mean, you buy these things and you go, oh God, but it's paid for. So the way I look at it is, I don't spend any money that I don't have. I don't go and rack up $3,000 on a credit card and then go, oh, I better make that money this month. So
Yeah.
I don't do that. This is what I did with my government money. So when we all got stimulus money, I flipped it. So I've grown my stimulus money. So I don't really feel like I even started. I was playing with the house's money, shall we say? Not.
Oh, I love that. I
Yeah.
love that gambling reference too. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It felt like, okay, well, it's paid for. So
Right.
if I get my money back at this point, I'm winning. And if I make some money, I'm winning too. So it never felt like a big risk. I don't think you
Right.
should spend money you don't have. And I definitely do not think you should be putting money on credit cards and not paying it off immediately if you do that. Because I do put my stuff on credit cards. I get the points, which is really smart. I buy all of my inventory on credit cards so I can get the points for it. But I pay it off that month, so I never have interest on anything I buy. Plus, it keeps me accountable as well. I can see exactly what I'm spending.
I love that. I love that accountability, and especially the advice about the not maxing out your credit cards, because I think that's a mistake that maybe a lot of people who are new to retail arbitrage make, is that, you know, they're going to buy like this big load of something, or they're going to buy like a wholesaler, like a pallet or something like that.
Yes.
By the way, hi Eric, hi Tina, I see you guys. But they're talking about, you know, buying like a big truckload or a pallet or something like that, and not realizing that, you know, you have to have that money in hand, because you're going to have to pay for that stuff right away, and it could sit for months.
Oh, well, not only could it sit,
bring people years.
When you buy pallets, which is the thing I don't like about pallets, is if you buy a pallet, you have to assume somewhere between, at the very least, 10 to 15%, up to almost maybe possibly 40% of that pallet is garbage, or maybe break even on it. So that's all work you still have to do. I mean, it's work. So I still have to work on that stuff that's not really going to make me money. And you have to be okay with that risk. I personally hand select everything I resell. So to me, it feels like I wanted that item. I was willing to pay that for that item. It wasn't a mystery. It's not missing pieces unless I'm aware of it. You know, everything I buy, I have control over. And because I'm a control freak, I like that. So I would never buy unmanifested pallets. That's just me. Unless I was some millionaire or something and I felt like taking a risk, but I don't know how people do that. And then you have to put all that work in, and you're like, oh, how much am I going to make when this is all said and done? Because time is money. So you have to think about that too.
Time is money. And that's the thing. I think with a lot of, and especially with clothing resellers, I think that it's fun to open up a mystery box, but when you take the mystery box to the next level and do like a mystery pallet, that's
mystery truckload.
Yeah. Oh. And who knows who knows that this is going to be anything that's been in style for the past 10 years. You know, I mean, it could be something it could be a box full of cold shouldered shorts.
No, it really can be.
Shorts. I mean, shirts. I mean,
shorts.
I think I actually said shorts.
It's okay.
Which is okay. Hi, Backbeat. How you doing, baby? Eric said he loves some points. RA trips hotels are basically free.
That's what I'm talking about.
Really. Absolutely. Ronnie said, except for the fun box she bought. Well, and it wasn't a fun pallet. It was a fun box. So there's a difference.
Right. I mean, it's different when you're spending $30 as a $3,000. I mean, you can throw up thinking about spending $3,000 on a mystery.
Okay, we got like lots of Sharts comments, but I was trying to highlight this one. Bryn and Janet said they bring home a pallet's worth of stuff from the bins every night. But the thing is that
you hand selected it.
Yeah, you selected it, so you know what you're getting.
Right. It's like the biggest mystery box you're getting.
Yeah.
I don't know why I feel this way, because I know there are people that buy like wholesale lots, and it is possible to buy them because I've seen it from my husband's job, that there are pallets of things that do end up missing or whatever. But I feel like if that stuff was really good, high end or in demand stuff, it wouldn't have been sitting. It would have sold. So that always freaks me out. And when I do see manifested pallets, because I've looked into it, because it would be neat to get it all at once. There's so much on there that I would never pick up, let alone pay that much at the thrift store for it. So why would I buy it in a pallet?
That's my thinking of it too. Like, I love a good mystery box because it's a gamble. And again, the gambler, and especially if I can get it for, $100 or under, okay, that's worth a gamble to me, because if it's a polka dotted box, somebody's going to look at it on YouTube. I know. But they will. I mean, every reseller knows this. If you don't know this and you're a new reseller, get a polka dotted box. If you have a YouTube channel, just do it, because people love to see the thread up unboxing.
Put it right here.
Yes. Make sure everybody knows that it's the polka dot. But I think that's about as far as I would go with it. And I think a lot of us are traumatized after what happened, to that one person in that one place last summer.
I
that we
think
don't talk
the
about.
biggest, yeah, no, I think the biggest problem with that is I think
Pacific
a lot of
Northwest
people,
somewhere.
I would hope, that bought that are not professional retail arbitrage people, because I knew instantly it was a mistake and I felt
Yeah,
really bad because it was just like, "Oh, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't buy that." Or the reason that's on that pallet is because that didn't sell anyway. Like that's you already
right.
know if you're in the know and you already do. And I do a lot of Nordstrom Rack retail arbitrage, so I know what their stickers mean, their labels mean, their tags mean. So somebody that doesn't, they probably were like, they got played a little bit. But I mean,
They got
it's
yeah,
unfortunate is what it is. So it is still smart to maybe educate yourself a little bit, or go into the store and look at these brands, because even if you're never going to do retail arbitrage, never, let's say you never plan on it, it scares you, it's not your cup of tea, if you go into a Nordstrom or a Nordstrom Rack and just look at the labels and the brands and what they have out and then you know what it looks like to see it in the flesh, like to see an Etro
yeah,
dress, I'm like, or like a real Gucci dress, or you're looking at them, you know what they look like, especially if you're not normally around those items, like in your personal life or your friends. It's really neat to see them and appreciate them. I mean, I think a lot of us do this because we like clothes or we like accessories, or
yeah.
we like all that stuff, or else I don't think it would be as fun to do. I think you have to sell what you love. So just go in and look at it all
Mhm.
as like you're just doing research.
Well, and I think that's a really great way to I think it's a great way to get yourself familiar with like the brands, what they look like, what the real tags look like, what the price is, so you know whenever you do go to Nordstrom, because then when you hit the rack, what this normally sells for,
Mhm.
and how in demand it is, or whether they had one slip through the cracks, or because I think a lot of people will see a Nordstrom tag and they won't realize that sometimes the Nordstrom rack will have like their own branding.
Yeah, they have their own house brands, just
Yeah,
like
and so people
retail.
think
Yep.
it's like, they're like, "Ooh, Nordstrom," and you're like, "Yeah, but it's their house brand that's already sells kind of cheap for the rack, because even the rack has its own."
Right. Like I don't ever pick, it would have to be like, I've gotten some rack items that are house brands, but I'll buy them for like $2 a piece. And I'll
Yeah,
only
I mean, if you can get them like good, if you can get
$20
a
for
great
them.
price on them,
Right.
yeah,
And then I'll buy multi-quantity. So like even today I sold a pair of BP joggers that I probably bought for $2 to $3 and sold them for 24 today. But I buy multi-quantity. So it's one listing. I probably have 15 in total pairs of those jogger pants. And you can just sit back and wait a little bit, but you're not getting as big of a flip, obviously, on something like that. But it's all what you're comfortable spending.
yeah. Reseller Wendy, hi. Hi. I hope you had a good day at work. She said she's checking in on her way in from work. We Hi Harry, by the way. I saw you in the chat. Hello. Um what type of research, besides going to Nordstrom and seeing it in person, or going to some of the higher end stores, what type of research would you do to find out what's selling best? Like what's in demand, what's on trend?
Honestly, a lot of the things is, well, I mean, working where I work in a very high-end salon.
Mhm.
Um, I see Hermes bags all day long. I see every Gucci, Louis shoe, like I see it all. I mean, even the people I work with, I'm probably like the biggest trash bag I work with. Um, I just see it. You have to, if you're around it, or when you're out at a store, I'm looking at what the girlies are wearing.
Right.
You're looking at what everybody's got on, or I'm watching YouTube. I'm watching you guys. I want to see what you guys are picking up. I want to see what's selling for you. And then I know, oh, it does. Or, it's kind of like we were just talking about, how like spiritual gangster was like such a thing for a while, and now it's being sold at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So your value is going to go down a lot. So
Yeah.
it's that kind of, you have to kind of stay on top of that if you're going to do that. But I mean, half of the videos we're probably all watching, if they're clothing resellers, a lot of them do both retail arbitrage. And if they don't, a lot of them find those brands still, especially if they're in areas where they find that brand a lot. You can
Yeah.
see it. So You know what to pick up. If it's a good, think about it. If it's a good resale brand, it's definitely a good retail arbitrage brand. That's like for thrifting. Like, you're going to go to the thrift store and you're going to find a brand. You're like, this is a great resale value. It's definitely got a high retail arbitrage resale value as well. So it's all looking it up and being comfortable with what you're spending versus what you're going to get.
Yeah, absolutely. And my apologies to the viewers. We're having a slight bit of disturbance, but there are weather systems moving back and forth across the country, and I'm in the middle of it. So we just kind of have to work with it a little bit. Sal's Mercado. Hello, Sal. Hi, welcome.
Oh, and Zoe, I do not have a boutique on Poshmark. I don't even really understand the boutique thing. It's no. I feel like there's like, when you go into a boutique in like a little downtown area and they have like those no-name brands that we all hear about, or we resell like UMG and then they're marked up like that. No, I don't. No, people aren't looking for that stuff. People are looking for those names we all like want to find. A lot of the names you want to find thrifting, I've only found retail arbitrage.
There are some, I would agree with that. There are some things, I've done retail arbitrage from Nordstrom Rack and from Needless Markups clearance place. Not clearance place. They have a clearance section. Call? Yeah, last call. Thank you. Sorry. I don't know if is that Macy's or Needless Markup, or is it?
Well, there's Last Act, which is Macy's. There's Last Call, which is Neiman Marcus. And then there's, what is it, Saks Off Fifth?
Yeah, Saks Off Fifth.
Yes. And we have one of those in Pennsylvania that's kind of close to my sister's house. So I really wanted to go in there the one time, but we were babysitting. So I couldn't go in there, but I wanted to really badly. But maybe I will.
You've got to. You have to track and report. You have to do recon for us, Allie Dell, and we have to
go in. Go in.
Then you come back on my show, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah. No, it's really fun to do, and I think too it is scary. I mean, the first time I went into a store and I spent $300 or $400, I was like, whoa. Like, you start like waking up in the middle of the night, like, what did I just do?
I'd be breathing into a paper bag.
Yeah, I mean, until you start to see it come back at you, it's scary. It is, because you're like, I could have just flushed $400 down the toilet, But that's part of the fun of it too.
Sorry, I have a house full of drywall dust. This is fun.
Just cough, sneeze.
I did, but I don't want everybody else to hear it. Yeah. So I guess my next question then would be, what sort of like cash reserve, like for a beginning retail arbitrage, what sort of cash reserve would you say for your buy-in that you would want to have in the bank to buy into?
I don't think you need to have a cash reserve. I think you need to walk into a store, and if you walk out with $40 worth of stuff because that's what you're comfortable with, that's fine. Or 20, or you buy one item and it was $15 and let me just see how this works out. It's whatever you feel comfortable. I mean, every month, between thrifting and retail arbitrage, just in general, I spend anywhere between $1,500 to $2,000 a month on inventory.
Oh, wow.
Probably easily. Like, that's usually about what I'm spending between both right now. It seems to be pretty consistent, which my bookkeeper told me, because I had to ask. I had no idea, because I'll just be like, yep, that's a good deal, buy it. Yep, that's a good deal, buy it. And you have no idea until you see what you're really spending. So it's a little scary when you think about it like that. But it's paid for. So the way I look at it is I paid for it. It's not like I'm waiting. It's an investment to me. That's the way I look at it. It's like I don't know when I'm going to get my return on this. I might get it in 2 weeks and I might get it in 2 years, and you kind of don't know where the in-between is going to be.
So would you say that then you've got to have maybe another, like maybe you have to, if you're going to spend the money on retail arbitrage, you have to just make sure that's where that comfort zone would come in, that you're in it for the long term and for the flip.
Like, I learned I really like selling shoes. I mean, shoes are easy. shoes. They're easy to sell. They sell for a much higher dollar amount than a shirt does or a top does. They're really, there's a lot less, what's the word I'm looking, saturation, I guess, when you go into a store like a Nordstrom Rack. And there's a lot more one-offs, which is what you want. I want the one-offs. I don't want a shelf full of 40 of this shoe, because this is one of how many Nordstrom Racks in the US, and then how many did each of them get? So that's my potential competitors, what they're also looking at. Like, yeah, your average buyers might pick them up, but I mean, I know I'm not the only one around here. So, how many other people are picking that up as well? And then they're going to list theirs, because I've seen it happen. You can see that if I don't get mine up fast enough, I can see someone else has theirs. And then what are theirs priced at? Well, great. I wanted to price this at 90 and now I got to price it at 70, which, is annoying, but you have to, you can find way more one-offs in shoes, I feel like. And at Nordstrom Rack, you really just need to keep your eye on the red tag clearance and only show up when there's a clear the rack event. Like, you can go in there for funsies if you want to and maybe find something, but I only shop in store when it's clear the rack. That is the only time I'm in the store.
How often do they have the clear the rack events? Because I don't think I've actually been to one.
The big ones are like Black Friday or Rack Friday. Right after Christmas, there's another big one. There'll probably be another one in like a month or two. I've noticed there's probably a consistency to it, but it's enough of a stretch that I'm not like 600 here and 800 there when I'm in the, like, that's not how that works. I mean, I wouldn't be able to go that often, but sometimes it's 20% off red tag clearance, or 25, and then other times it's 40. I think 40 is only on Black Friday weekend. I don't know if they do that more than once, but there are also really good. Yeah. Yes. So when you see clear the rack, and I look at their website every day, plus I get their emails. So you'll go on there, and if you're part of their Nordie club and I get points for everything I buy too, you'll see it'll say it's starting today. And then, oh yeah, I'll 411 you, Chloe. I'll keep you, I'm always waiting to get in. Like, I am there sitting in the parking lot with I want the spot closest to the door, because I walk out with a bazillion bags by myself and it makes me nervous. So I am there waiting to get in. So if you live by me, sorry, because I clear that before anybody usually gets there on a Friday morning or Wednesday. If it's Wednesday and I work at the salon on Wednesday, earmuffs, bosses, if you're listening, don't think they will be, but I would call it work.
Earmuffs.
Yeah, I would call it work.
Yeah, we'll mute that part for them.
Put your earmuffs on. Yeah, I will call it a work to go.
Dodo said they also show up around online around midnight Central the day before. So I guess that's the day before the Black Friday.
Yes, like you'll see it coming, and if you have early access, yeah, you can actually shop. Like, I shopped Black Friday days before they ever released it to the public, because you're part of the Nordie Club. I don't know how many people are part of that, but if you sign up for that, you'll have early access too, which is nice, or an additional off sometimes, which is nice.
Okay, does it cost anything to join this Nordie Club? Because
I think when you go, it's like you get $5 just for signing up. It's just like any member club card.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
she gets emails too.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're signed up, you get the emails, and then then you're in the know, or you just check the website every day.
Yeah. Guys, this is great information. This really is good information, Apu.
I mean, I've told all the girls I work with, and they're on there, even because sometimes there's not stuff that's enough profit for me to resell, but it's enough for me that, I want that. So then you're buying it for yourself. So, I mean, like today,
I walked to the party in some Chanel shoes. Lovely.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, you can find that on there every once in a while, which is really cool. So, I am a big Sorel fan, and I wear pretty much Sorels. I wear Bionic, Spanko, because I stand on my feet all day.
Yeah, those are really comfy.
And my sneakers, I can't find them anywhere. And all of a sudden, there were like 5 pairs in my size that showed up on NordstromRack.com, and I bought them all.
You bought every single pair? Were they like 5 different colors, or you just
all black? They were black and white. I wanted them all. I bought them because I was like, I love these shoes, and if they stop making them, now I have them all.
Yeah,
so I can resell them. Maybe keep a pair or 2 for myself.
What? Nobody heard that.
Yeah, because if you're getting them.
No,
yeah. Veronica can't. She wouldn't call it.
Yeah, she's Allie's first in line.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Carrie is Vionics. Yep.
Yeah. I got my mom on Bionics. I mean, I wear them at work. They're so comfortable. They really are.
They really are. They actually have a good solid resale value. It's not high, but it's not low either.
No, but it's not low either, which is really nice. And I
For
mean,
resale, yeah. And everybody likes them.
retail arbitrage scares everyone. And I don't think I ever really got that because, you know, I was smarter than your average bear in the beginning and I dove in. And when I started, it was the pandemic. So I didn't realize how good the sales were then. Like I thought that was normal. So I had jeans that were brand new with the tags, you know, Adriana Goldschmidt jeans I bought for $7. I mean, that's cheap.
Whoa, with the tags?
Yes, that's cheaper than it is at the Goodwill here. So I mean, I think I bought $700 worth of denim one day, and I was like, "Did I do the right thing?" And you get like all like, but you're like, I know I can make my $7 back. Like when you think of it like that, can I sell this and at least get my money back? Then there's no risk. Like if you've done this long enough, you know if you can make your money off of that or not. So it's not scary to me anymore. You know, and I also personally, I mean, Veronica knows this, and I feel like you might know this, Glamma, because I've said it before. I would rather make one listing, multi-quantity, and buy a pair of jeans for $20 and sell it for $100 than buy 100 pieces that I then have to process, steam, clean. I'm like, work smarter, not harder kind of thing. And no matter what anybody says, an item brand new with the tags, you know, if it's in demand, it's more popular than the pre-owned item. It just is. So people are looking. There are people who will only buy new with tag items. My sister is one of those people. I personally, depending on the shoe and how new it is, I wouldn't buy pre-owned shoes. That's just me because, you know, I think feet are gross. But you know what I mean? So like I think it's got to be, if you're that buyer and you're that customer, what would you want? So, I mean, and it's fun to buy stuff. Sometimes it's just like fun. It's like you're shopping for someone else, which is
it's like being somebody's personal shopper.
Yep. It's just like when you go to the thrift and you're like, so I found this really awesome, you know, jacket and I want to keep it, but it's worth so much. It's worth $200. I can't keep it. It's the same thing. It's like shopping for other people. So you sell it instead of keeping it. It's the same thing.
Now, speaking of keeping it, can you tell me a little bit about how much storage space you need or have? Because you said you have a chicken nugget house.
I do, but I have
where in the nugget is the storage?
So I have a very large basement. So my basement right now is very easily for me to store things. However, we plan on moving very soon and almost positive that I will probably have to get a storage unit wherever we go, because a lot of the houses around here, if you don't know anything about New Jersey, a lot of them don't have basements. And if they do, there's a lot of like water issues.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of the houses that were built don't have basements. So yeah, I mean, there's quite a few that have them, but.
Have you thought about getting like a she shed, like one of those things?
If I had enough land, I would do that.
Yeah.
I mean, New Jersey's very densely populated. So there aren't a lot of like, there's not a lot of houses with a ton of land unless it's a place nobody wants to live. I shouldn't say it like that, but I mean, I wouldn't mind being on land, but you know, it's what are the schools like for my daughter, or we also have to mow that, which I mean, by we, I mean the royal we, my husband.
I was going to say, ew, you mow, gross.
Yeah. Yeah, the royal we would have to mow that. So
we have a riding lawnmower. He won't let me touch it.
And the other thing too, you have to realize about a she shed is if you're selling leather shoes, they cannot go outside in a climate like ours where it's cold and hot and cold and hot and cold. They can't be kept in a garage. So if you're keeping your leather items in a garage that's not temperature controlled and you live, you know, in a place that gets extreme heat or extreme cold or humidity, you might want to go check your stuff, even if it's in plastic or a tub. So that's another thing. Like you really need temperature control.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky I have space, but I may not have that in the future. So I'll have to look at something else. But I mean, the only problem is shoe boxes take up a lot of room.
They really do.
chicken nugget. That's my favorite word. I use it for everything.
I think she means small by that.
Yes, I mean very chicken nugget size. It's this big.
I guess my next question would be, what's your biggest buying mistake? Did you like what was your biggest mistake? What was your biggest bad buy?
Free people.
It
Free
was
people. Free people. If you didn't hear me in the back, free people. If anyone knows, I hate free people.
I've seen you in Jack and Ryan's chat just hating
all the time because I don't know how to do it. Like I'll have a brand new, like gorgeous sweater that's like $150 sweater, and like I could roll in it and sleep in it, and I'll have it listed for like $50 or $60, and like I'll offer someone $39, and they're like, no, can't sell it. I mean, it's new with the tags. Like I can't. People don't want it. I mean, I think I paid too much. Let's just leave it at that. I paid too much. Like if I can get if you lowball me on any of my free people because you just want it was free people, Carrie. It was free people. Yeah, I mean, if you want to lowball me because you just think it's cute, if I make what I paid for it, I'm good. Like feel free, everyone.
Yeah, Liv loves chicken nuggets. They're cute, by the way.
Delicious.
Yes, they are. They are delicious and cute. Mm-hmm. And in McDonald's case, deep fried, which is my favorite kind of nugget.
Is anything good that's deep fried though?
You know, so far I haven't found anything that they could. You could probably deep fry a doorknob, and I'd dip it in some sauce and eat it.
Same.
Yeah, I'd be like, do you have any ranch or barbecue, or don't say barbecue too loud. Patrick Murphy's in the chat somewhere.
Does he not like barbecue sauce?
Oh no, he loves barbecue sauce so much. He loves it like a lover.
Really?
Oh God, yeah. He worships the barbecue sauce.
Oh, I didn't know this. This is good.
Yeah, if he ever gets married again, he'll have barbecue sauce fountain at his wedding. I would bet money.
Oh, like a fondue. We could just like dip things in it.
Yeah, you could just dip things in the barbecue sauce because that's not hepatitis waiting. Sorry, from a catering standpoint, can I tell you guys an inside secret that has nothing to do with arbitrage? Hi, Roman. Inside secret, don't do fountains at your wedding. Your catering people and your banquet people are making fun of you because we call them hepatitis fountains for a reason. Oh man, yeah, they're nasty. Because what we see is we're actually watching the fountain, so we see when the little kids are like and then they put their fingers in. Yeah, it's kind of. Oh, see, Patrick Murphy said no marriage. Save that money and invest into more barbecue. I believe that. Okay, barbecue fountain and chicken nuggets. Romance. Yes. Yeah, that is romance.
Oh, and by the way, Veronica, that chicken nuggets are okay to dip in ranch. They're on like the good okay list.
Thank you. Is there a ranch dressing? Is there a ranch dressing strike? Is there something?
Oh, no. She's one of those weird people that dips her pizza in ranch. I'm just like,
I'm Midwestern, so you're asking the wrong girl.
Yeah, you're one of the, but you also don't like pumpkin pie, so you're a weirdo too. See?
I don't like pumpkin pie at all. I don't like bologna either, and they're going to take away my Midwest card for that.
Oh God!
And I won't eat Spam.
Oh, I won't eat that. Nope.
Yeah, I'll never survive.
Nope. But I eat pork rolls, so welcome to New Jersey.
Pork rolls, I like it. Mm-hmm. What would you say besides shoes? What are your top items to sell right now?
Denim, shoes for sure. Dresses do well. I mean, anything with a higher retail price point, people want jackets, coats. Although mine are kind of sitting a little bit, but I feel like everybody shopped last year and bought themselves too many things when they thought they were going to get out this year, and they're not getting out again, so they're not buying anymore. But yeah, and sometimes I buy higher end accessories if I see them. Sunglasses do really well, but you're going to sit on them. Like if you buy a pair of Gucci sunglasses, they might sit for a little while, but somebody's going to come in and buy them. Like they're not going to offer, they're just going to buy them.
They're just going to buy them outright.
Yep. And if you make sure you know all of your exact titles, when people are Googling, I get so many guest buyers, that buy full price like that. It's magical. So make sure you have all of your information and you've done either Google image search or you've looked up the item on, like if I buy something from Nordstrom, I'm on their website and I take screenshots on my phone of every single, stock photo. We won't say the word stock photo, but I take pictures of the stock photos and then all of the description. So when I do my listing, it's very easy. It's much easier for me to list something I purchased. Oh, come on, Chloe.
They're all talking about fries and ranch dressing, and I'm clicking on it like I'm about to eat at this buffet.
Like you're ready?
Like French fries, ranch dressing, sweet potato pie.
Chloe.
Card shop went over to the dark side and started eating. Last clear the rack, I got some Chloe sunglasses. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, I bought a pair of Gucci sunglasses for $20 that I sold for, I think, $250. So that was like dance your pants off.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but they go really fast. Like there are people, because I've noticed there are people on like Nordstrom Rack online that are sitting there and they're just refreshing the clearance, just refreshing it to see what's coming in. And the second it's in, they snatch it up.
Wow.
Like that fast. You can see it's in and then it's out by the time you're ready.
You know what your mama got for snatching?
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not right though. Then leave some for me. I guess my last question would be what advice, what's the main piece of advice you would give for anyone who wants to begin arbitrage in like clothing and bags and shoes and in soft goods?
Just do it. The thing you like selling the most, that you know the most about. I think that's what you need to do, and start small. Like, no joke, go in and buy one thing that you're like, okay, or buy it in your size. And if this doesn't sell, it's mine. Buy something you like, and do it that way. But I mean, if you're looking up comps on everything, like you really do have to check your comps. And a lot of stores like Nordstrom Rack, a lot of them are final sale when you're doing clear the rack. So there is no return on that. So you have to be careful with that. But yeah, just check your comps and don't feel like you have to go in and spend a certain dollar amount to be valid or be in the game at all. Like you're in it. If you bought something, try it. You might like it. You might go, wow, that wasn't so bad or so hard. Don't go thrifting this week. If this is a big sale somewhere, go do retail arbitrage. Don't go thrifting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to go with what you know.
Yeah. If it's something that you're comfortable buying for yourself, maybe, there are other people that,
like, I know nothing about sneakers. I could walk past probably an award-winning sneaker that's like the magical unicorn you'd want to find, and I wouldn't even know. Like I would have no idea.
Me neither.
I'm not going to go researching. I'm not going to go. I don't care about that. That doesn't excite me. So, that doesn't do anything for me. So you got to go with what you know. And I feel like we all kind of have specialized in, or even online. If you're a big fan of Anthropologie, you can check out their clearance. I bought off of their clearance. I buy off of Macy's. I buy off of Madewell has a clearance. You have to expand yourself. She's dying. She's
sorry, it's this.
Yeah, it's the end.
But yeah, it's if your kids give you like $100 gift card for Coach for Christmas, and you want to go maybe get something for you, and then maybe get something for resell, that would work tue. I'm just not that anybody I know has that, but maybe.
No, you don't have that at all. No. Or you buy something with the intent of, oh, I'm going to wear this to an event and then I'm going to sell it. So I'm going to get some of my money back or
yeah.
I do that all the time. Yeah,
it's kind of like returning it, but you're just releasing it back into the wild, I call it.
Like we've all done that. I mean, if you haven't gone to a store and bought yourself something and it's sitting in your closet with the tags on it, like we've all done that. That's retail arbitrage, my friends. Like you're going to sell it. Don't die, Glamma'z.
Eric, the platform that I sell on Poshmark and eBay. I quit selling on Mercari because they suck, in my opinion. That's just my personal opinion. But
why don't you like that?
Soft goods. Honestly, because I don't think they don't have a way for you to be proactive about what you're selling.
Okay. True.
So they don't have they don't have as many opportunities, and my listings for Mercari were harder than my eBay listings, and eBay is like ridiculously hard.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Mercari, and so and I was spreading myself really thin. So I started doing, instead of doing that, I started sending things to the Real, and I started sending things to ThreadUp. So I've got ThreadUp, the Real, and then I've got eBay and Poshmark, and that's more than enough for me because I don't put in that much effort. I have like 300 listings, so yeah, I'm kind of lazy.
I'm super lazy.
Me too.
Super duper lazy.
So Eric said he does mainly RA on Amazon. Have you looked into that?
No, that gives me a little bit of anxiety. And people are really, see, it's also hard to figure it out. Like, you know how people are very quiet about their Amazon business? The same way people are quiet about where they buy their wholesale. You know what I mean? Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
Ryan. People are quiet about it. It's like a club that you just got to be, you almost have to be able to dive in. Oh, look at it throwing down the gauntlet. Yeah. Feel free to lowball me on my free people. I will accept your offer. Yeah, I don't know if I can get in. So like that gives me diarrhea. So I mean,
yeah,
those big players, I don't know if I'm ready. I would need employees. And
yeah, I don't even know if they sell, like there are certain things, like anytime I buy clothing from Amazon, I feel like I don't get like regular brand clothing. I always get like the weird,
that's what I buy.
Tiki brands, but like the weird ones, where it's like XL from China. That's you know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like yeah.
Same.
Yeah. So and I don't mind for me, but to resell it, it's harder if it doesn't have a name brand on it.
Oh, totally. But I don't mind if I buy something. Like I buy these little, I call them my schmatas, but they're like little cardigans I wear. Yeah. I wear them over everything at work because, I can't have my arms out at work anymore because I saw a video of me teasing a bride's hair one time and it was not good.
Oh, so. I thought they had a rule. That's your own personal rule.
Oh, no. I could have my arms out. People are like, why are you dying in that? No, because I'm more uncomfortable worrying about my arms waving at the rest of the room. Yeah. So I just started buying them on Amazon and they're magical and they're like what, $22 I think a piece. That was like, who cares?
Yeah,
like I'll buy that. But I mean, yeah, I don't ever understand about the whole buying like actual name brands on Amazon. Like, is it coming from Amazon? Is it coming from a seller on Amazon? Like, is it coming from that retailer? The whole thing is like an enigma.
Yeah, I usually, it depends on what the name brand is, but I would rather, I don't know. I would rather just not, I've learned the hard way that I just kind of avoid Amazon for any clothing that's not for my personal use. Now for my personal use, I'm like, yeah, I need 2 bathrobes and 4 pairs of, four pairs of these cheap slippers that I wear every day and, all that sort of stuff. I love that.
Yeah. And I don't source on there and I am not, I mean, I guess I've kind of almost done it once, but the whole, like I source on eBay and Poshmark, like ain't nobody got time for that. Like I don't have time to spend, I don't have time to spend 2 hours to buy 4 things. Like, no, not good use of my time, friend. Like can't do that. So I mean, if that's fun for you, like go for it. But I mean, I'm not a big, like, let's waste as much time as possible person.
Yeah, me neither.
Doing this job, especially when you have a family or you are running a business or you have another full-time job or, you'd like to have somewhat life,
or get a nap or have a snack.
Read a book, watch a TV
kind of what
show.
I do.
Like
I've got bonbons to eat and a couch to sit on.
Yeah, like I got stuff to do.
We're bringing it back around to bonbons.
No, like I can't be doing that all day. So I know there's people that do it. Like, I know there's people that source on the Real. But I mean, I will say, be careful when I'm just going to throw this out to people because I do watch a lot of YouTube content. I am a viewer. I am not a content creator. A lot of the content creators that do retail arbitrage, and I will say specialize in retail arbitrage, are picking up items I would never pick up. I think they're too much money. I think that's too much money to put out. I think the return on it is too much. I'm just not into that. Like, I'm not going to spend, $6,000 to make $9,000. No, if I'm spending $6,000, You know, I better be making around like 10 at least. Like that's I'm not buying something to make $20. I'm not putting out 60 to make 20. Nope.
Yeah.
That's too big of a risk for me. I'm not doing that. I would flip that. I would spend 20 to make 60. No. Like,
Right.
so I'm much pickier, but I mean, people will tell you, you have to spend $40 and you might only make $80 and then they take, you know, the fees out of it and you make 64. No. Like
Yeah.
look for those bigger, you know, wins. Don't feel like you gotta spend a ton of money and you're not really getting a lot. Like pretend you're at the thrift store. Because I do buy things retail arbitrage that are cheaper than at the thrift store very often. So don't feel like you got to spend a ton.
Yeah. See, Roman says for retail arbitrage, you need to invest a lot of money. I would disagree with that. I've done it and I didn't have to spend a lot of money. I just found things on, you know, clearance sections and just kind of, you know.
I mean, if that's the point when you say like, well, you can make your money back. Well, you know it's not a
business
risk
to make my money back.
Right. I just know that when I buy something, if I'm willing to take that risk, if I know I can at least make my money back and let's just see what happens, then it's not a risk to me. Like if you've been doing this long enough, like, you know, if I pick up a pair of good American jeans and I buy them for $40 and I spend $40, like maybe I can make 60 to 80, but like I know I can sell them and make $40. So it's not a risk to me at that point. If it's a high, you know, demand style, like that kind of, I know I can make my money back. I mean, for sure, if I buy a pair for $20, I know I can make my money back and then some. But that's what I mean when I say it's not a risk. If I'm spending my money and I know I can at least make that back, it wasn't so much of a risk. And you have to look at it like that. So
maybe just taking the time to like kind of slowly learn your product and your, you know, who you're selling to, your market.
Yes.
Just kind of figure out where that market is. Yeah.
Yeah. And what brands sell well for you that are new. So retail arbitrage, everything is pretty much new that I buy. So I don't think every once in a while I find something I get something without a tag on it and back it goes because it's not new. And then the whole value is down. So I won't buy something like that unless I got it for like packing peanuts, but
yeah. You're right, Glamma'z. Oh, that's all you have to say, Roman. We don't need the rest. Just you're right, Glamma'z. I like that.
Period.
Yeah. I like 100% ROI on Amazon. I agree. Buy where there's a real return on investment. I like that.
Yes.
Allie is very easy to watch and listen to, and I think she has her own channel.
It's not happening.
I don't think she wants to have to do the lives every day.
I mean, the lives aren't bad because they're fun and you're like hanging out with friends and everything. But like, I don't listen to me. I'm a little bit like slow when it comes to. I wouldn't know how to edit a video. Nope. But I'll appear in all of your like. I'll be on Veronica's channel a lot. So like,
cool.
I feel So I feel like
hopefully you'll be back on my channel too.
Of course I will. Anytime you want me to.
We've got lots to talk about, and Card Shop agrees. Aunt Boo, he thinks Ali Dell is great.
Yay.
Ali Dell is great, and Ali, I wanted to thank you so much for being a part of our show tonight, and really just kind of, you know, again, I did all the hard. Okay, I can't. Let me rephrase this. I almost said I did all the hard good guys. I did interviews with all the hard good people. and it was really important to me that we see this from the soft goods seller side too. So I really appreciate you being here tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. It's nice, and I learned a lot from hard goods sellers you had. So I know probably everybody else did too, because it's the same information. It applies to both cases, really. And at the end of the day, is investment, time in, that money. You know what I mean?
Make that money. Everybody keep hustling. Keep doing it.
Because people are shopping. I don't know about you, but people are shopping.
I was shopping today. Yes. I shopped in more than one place today. That was fun.
Oh, you did?
I did. I was like, while I'm in quarantine, let's just spend a little bit of cash. So anyway, I just wanted to thank you so much for being here with me tonight. If you want to stick around after the show, we'll chat a little bit more. But I just want to tell the chat too, everybody in the chat, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us tonight. We really appreciate it. And never forget, always remember, no matter where you shop or what you resell, Glamma'z loves you. Have a good night, guys. Bye. Bye, Allie.
Bye.